Hello friends, welcome back to my channel FinStop. Friends, today I am here with the basics of stock market part 3 video. Friends, in the part 2 video, we have learned about what is stock and how a company gets listed in the exchange and what is Nifty and what are the stocks in the Nifty and Nifty sector wise weightage and company wise weightage. In this video, we are going to learn about the Sensex and what are the companies in the Sensex and the company wise weightage, and in the end we are going to see about the different platforms through which we can invest in stock market. Friends, I would request you to watch my videos on basics of stock market part 1 and part 2 before watching this part 3 video. If you haven't watched them, please go and watch them. I am giving the video links in the description box and also in the I-bar section. Friends, before going into this topic, I would request you to please like this video and please subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for the important notifications. Now let's see what is Sensex. Sensex is a combination of two words, sensitive plus index. From the word sensitive, sense has been taken, and from the index, X has been taken. So Sensex. Here the word Sensex has been coined by Deepak Mohani, a famous stock market analyst in 1989. Sensex is the benchmark index for Bombay Stock Exchange. Sensex reflects the performance of Bombay Stock Exchange. There are hundreds of stocks in Bombay Stock Exchange, but Sensex is formed by taking only top 30 largest, and these stocks are selected from various sectors and they are well performed and well capitalized and well established. Now let's see which stocks are taken in the Sensex. Here you can see I have given 15 stocks in this page. Here you can see Bajaj Finance has been taken from financial services, HCL Tech from IT, TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra from IT, Reliance from oil and gas, and Dr. Reddy from pharma, Sun Pharma from pharma. From automobile sector, Mahindra and Mahindra, Bajaj Auto, Maruti, financial services, HDFC Bank, HDFC Limited, Bajaj Finserv, like this. Friends, take a pause and watch these stocks carefully for a while. Friends, this is the list of 15 stocks. Now let's see the remaining 15 of Sensex. They are Asian Paints from consumer goods, Ultratech Cement from cement, Bharti Airtel from telecom, from oil and gas sector ONGC, from financial services Kotak Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, IndusIndia Bank, SBI, from consumer goods Titan, ITC, Hindustan Unilever Limited, from construction Larsen & Toubro, from power NTPC. Friends, take a pause and watch these stocks carefully. At present, Sensex is at all-time high near to the 52,000 mark. Let's see what are the companies with highest weightage in the Sensex. Here you can see that Reliance has highest weightage with 11.99% and followed by HDFC Bank with 11.84%. Then Infi with 9%, HDFC with 8.3%, ICICI Bank with 7.37%, TCS with 5.76%, Bank with 4.88%, and remaining are HUL, ITC with 3% and Bajaj Finance, SBI, Bharti Airtel with almost 2%. Here if you see, Reliance and HDFC Bank alone contribute almost 24% of the weightage in Sensex. That means a small jump in Reliance and HDFC Bank of 5% also will give a huge boost to the level of Sensex. If lower weightage stocks like SBI, Bharti Airtel moves 5% also, there will be no significant jump in the Sensex. This is what about Sensex, friends. Now let's see how to invest in stock market through different platforms. Here you can see through stock market we can directly invest in shares and in bonds, and through contracts we can invest in derivatives, and by indirectly by using a mutual fund house we can invest our money in stock market. Now let's see each one of the platforms in detail. First we will see about shares. Shares are a part of company stock. Shares represent the ownership in a particular company. Suppose a company has 1000 shares in the market, and if you have 100 shares with you, then you will become 10% owner of the company. the person who buys the shares will become the shareholder of the company. If you possess the shares of a particular company, then you will have equal claim on both the profit and losses of that particular company. Now let's see what are bonds. Generally, government and big corporations issues bonds in the public because they want to raise the capital for their daily operations and for their growth opportunities. So by issuing bonds to the public, these companies collect the money from the public and they use this money effectively for their growth opportunities. Generally, bonds are considered as long-term debt to the company. They are considered long-term debt because generally bonds will be issued to the public for a longer period of time, say 5 years or 10 years. Then after completion of this period, the company has to pay the principal amount along with the interest to the bondholder. To understand it clearly, let us consider an example. Suppose a company issues 1000 bonds, each worth 1 lakh for 10 years. Say after 10 years, the company will give you 1 lakh along with some interest amount. This is how bondholders will get good amount in return for their investment. Generally, these bonds will be traded in the bond market by bigger corporations. You should know that even though you become bondholder to a particular company, you will not have any ownership in that company. Whereas in shares, if you become a shareholder, you will become owner to that particular company. Suppose a company is performing very poor and it is continuously posting losses, then a situation may arise that company may get dissolved. In this situation, bondholders will be the first to receive their money back. This is about bond, friends. In the next video, I am going to tell you about derivatives and mutual funds. If you like my explanation, please hit the like button, share, comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for important notifications. If you want to contact me, you can contact through finstop2021@gmail.com. Thank you, friends.